This is Rosh Chodesh Shvat. It's a new month. This is considered a positive month. Tu B'Shvat is in the middle of this month. It's a month of growth, rain, blessing. So it's a little bit on the name Shvat and the month Shvat and what we can focus on during this month. So the name comes from Akkadian, apparently. The word is Sabatu. I guess that's how you pronounce it. And that means, based on Rabbi Google, that means to strike heavily. So basically it's connected to rain. During this time, the rain strikes very hard. So Shevat, Sabatu, or however you pronounce that. Another direction people go with this is kind of like taking it out of its original context historically and saying Shvat is an acronym for Shinishma Besorot Tovot. Anybody know what that means? What? You gonna say? Yeah, that we should hear good tidings. I hope we all know what that means this month, right? So it points to the fact that there's blessing in this month. Maybe the idea if there's rain, Tu B'Shvat is the idea of fruits and blessing. So I just want to take it one step further. Like, what is the nature of this blessing and how do you achieve it? People don't often talk about this, but I was going through some actually traditional websites like Eshet Torah or Sameach websites, and I came out to an interesting understanding of this. So a few connections to Shvat point to the idea that the blessing comes through supporting someone else or something bigger than yourself. And that anybody who works in larger corporations or kind of is involved in big projects, they know that you can achieve much blessing sometimes when you join a group, even by being part of it or supporting it to some extent. So here's one example of that is a Shevat is a staff. So that can be a sign of power, but it also could be a support. When you take a staff and you're walking with the staff, it supports you. Another example of this is the fact that the mazal, like the astral sign of this month, is the bucket. So it symbolizes the blessing of the rain, but a bucket is something that supports and holds the rain so you can benefit from it. A final example of this is it says on this website, the natural element associated with Shvat is wind. And they said that out of the four elements, wind is the least tangible. It acts as a conduit for other things. It transports moisture and brings seedlings and other particles of nature from one location to another. This also plays a supportive role. So this month, if you take this mystically, you could say that this month we have greater ability to kind of connect to larger things and support them and through them see blessing. We're going to take it symbolically or just like in terms of like a methical direction, something to focus on this month, something to work on, trying to think about things that are bigger than ourselves, attaching ourselves to them, and through that, benefiting from some of the blessings that are connected to that larger entity.